What's going on with you guys? Chilling. We back. I just want to talk about, just not letting bad people turn you into a bad person, when it comes to you being a good individual, being genuine, being positive, trying to make an impact. Don't let you being good and bad people taking advantage of your goodness turn you into a bad person, especially nowadays. Nowadays we have a lot of negativity. I'm talking about every day. Something negative is going on. Negativity in the air. Somebody criticizing somebody. Somebody telling somebody they ain't shit. Or, you got good people. Say for instance, I just want to talk about me, for example. I've been raised to be a good person. I've been raised to help people out. My parents always told me, be considerate. When you're talking to women, respect them. And I hope everybody's doing the same thing. But, nowadays, people like to just be, assholes and try to be arrogant, shit like that. But, I was raised to give people the same respect I would want. And a lot of the times that really don't be the case for real. A lot of the times, the respect that I give, I don't receive it back. And that's where the, people taking advantage of your kindness comes into play. And a lot of times, you sit back and you be like, damn, like, what did I do to deserve that? Like, I was just being good. I was just being a great man, or, I was just being a great homeboy friend, whatever the case may be, whatever you got going on. You just sit back and be like, damn, what did I do to deserve that? Like, all I ever did was try to be genuine. And, unfortunately, not everybody's going to be appreciative of your kindness. And, that's just the way of life. But you got to just move on. You know what I'm saying? You just got to, learn who you hanging with. And then once you realize that they're moving like that, you just move on from them. You just don't worry about them. Leave them in the past. Yeah, it might hurt a little bit. Be like, damn, I lost a friend. But at the same time, it's like, we're going to live a long life to where we're going to meet a lot of people. And a lot of those people might be better than the people that we hung out with since we was in middle school, elementary school, high school. But, life is, pain is part of life. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way in hell you're going to wake up one day and just be like, yeah, I'm just going to live a perfect, narrow life. There's nothing bad that's going to happen to me. That's impossible. Especially if you're a good person who's trying to make it in life, who's staying out the way, doing all you can to make sure that you can support your family. And if you are a person that got a family, you're just doing everything possible to put food on the table, make sure the lights is on in the crib. If you got kids that like playing the game, you're trying to make sure you pay all the electricity bill, the Wi-Fi, all that stuff, so your kids don't wake up hating you and shit. Just being a good individual. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, good people get fucked over. But don't let that be the reason you turn into a bad person, or you start this villain arc and all of a sudden you want to be some nigga who just disrespect women and thinking it's cool and shit like that. Nigga, it's not cool to disrespect women, men, whoever the fuck the case may be. It's not cool to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Especially towards the people that been there with you since day one, who been there with you since the stomping grounds. And, when you are doing good deeds, like, I always tell myself all the time, like, when I'm doing good deeds, don't be expecting like people to just give you shit back. Just be a good person and just do it just because you care about them. Do it just because you see that they having a bad day and you just want them to feel better. You don't want I don't like seeing people sad. I don't like seeing people upset with themselves or degrading themselves or anything like that. I want to be able to, help them out. Because there was a moment in life I was degrading myself. There was a moment in life I was sitting down and I was a fat nigga, man titties, belly, hanging over the ding-a-ling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look down and I just see straight belly, like I'm fucking lucky or some shit. No disrespect. I mean, shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just real. Like, I'm just being real, though. Like, you don't want to have, like, I just didn't want to look like that. And I was degrading myself, telling myself that I ain't never going to have nobody. Ain't no girl going to look at me like I'm attractive or some shit. I was just some goofy ass nigga. And like in high school, I was the cool dude, I knew everybody, you know what I'm saying? Or I knew of everybody. But I was just like, when it came to certain shit, like, being around certain individuals or, something like that, I kind of knew that, me being kind-hearted and me being like, you know, not from the hood or anything like that, you know, I knew I wasn't gonna fit in. I knew that if I even tried to like fit in, I just look like a dumbass nigga. So that's why I always tell y'all to just be yourselves, man, because you're gonna be more appreciated when you are being yourself. And hell, even if you don't get appreciated, you'll wake up the next day and be like, you know what, I didn't change for nobody. Just because some girl fucked me over, or just because some nigga fucked you over, whoever's watching. You know, you didn't change who you are just because of one incident. When you're gonna live to what, 60, 70 years old, 80 years old, hopefully we all live to 100, so we could tell the stories that we lived, and, you know, just tell everybody that, hey, I didn't change up for nothing. No money, no power, nothing. I stayed true to myself. Always stay true to yourself. But, you know, if you're somebody out there that's, you know, a good person and you trying to understand why people are treating you bad or trying to take advantage of your kindness, realize that a lot of people don't know how to handle being treated well. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to remember, not everybody grew up the same. Not everybody grew up, you know, in a household where there's two families. You know, some people grew up with a single mother, single father. Some people grew up in grandma's crib. Some people grew up with uncles and shit. And they was in the hood, slinging dope. Seeing them, you know what I'm saying, seeing them disrespect women, calling them hoes and tricks and bitches like that. And, you know, for a nigga, you know, when you look at that and you're a kid, you think that's the norm. But that's really not the norm. That's just a situation where you just grew up in that environment and you just learn from it. Or if you're a woman, you know, I can't speak on women because I'm not a woman, so I'm not even gonna go there. But just for men, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just things like that. But always respect everybody you come across. And even if they disrespect you or try you on some shit, like, as long as they're not touching you and shit like that, as long as they're not trying to put their hands on you, just let that shit go. And yeah, words could impact you a little bit, especially if they talking about somebody that you care about. But just let that shit go, because, you know, 5 minutes of anger could become 5 years of prison. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute of anger become, you know what I'm saying, 10 years of solitary confinement, not seeing the daylight again, sitting behind gates and barbed wire. So, you know what I'm saying? Just always be a good person, man. Just don't change up for nothing. You know, always be true to yourself. And if anything, man, if you feel like people are taking advantage of your kindness, just move on from them. Because even though it's gonna hurt, it's life, man. When you, hey, once you cut them off, you know, the world gonna keep spinning. You know, people gonna keep coming around. People gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be introduced to so many more people outside of the people that are disrespecting you, and, you know, you're afraid to lose them. But that's all I got for today. Hopefully y'all take care of yourselves. I love each and every one of y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.